Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha with Ice Cream Fitness here. My channel just hit 10,000 subscribers this morning. I woke up this morning and it was sitting at something like 10,061, so that is a huge landmark for YouTube channels. That's considered a kind of a benchmark number. So in celebration of that, I'm going to give you guys a bicep shot. Alright, rather than just focus on that, because I've already given all my thank yous to people who've helped me get there yesterday, I want to jump in here because I give a lot of information to my novice and intermediate guys, and today I want to give a little bit of a tip for advanced guys. And this is kind of comes to where this whole muscle confusion concept has started, and it's the basic laws of accommodation. This is a mark of an advanced lifter, and this is one of the ways that you know that you are finally an advanced lifter, advanced power lifter, advanced bodybuilder, is that very advanced lifters, and this even seems to apply to guys who are genetically gifted and on steroids, they still have this problem. And that is that what you find is that you rarely can progress beyond 3 weeks at any given thing. And what I mean is, let's say on your bench press or even your dumbbell bench press or whatever, is that you find as an advanced lifter that at the 3-week mark you stall, and by the 4th week a lot of times you will actually regress and lose strength on any lift no matter what program you do. And this is a universal problem for advanced lifters, and this is why a lot of guys will change their routine or randomly change things up. And what I would like to suggest there is that rather than making random changes, step back. And since we know what the pattern is, it's 3 weeks. That's what usually happens. At the 3-week mark, you either stall, or at 3 weeks you can't progress any further, and then by week 4 or 5 you regress if you continue to do the same thing as an advanced lifter. But you don't need to rewrite your program to get past this. What you will find is that if every 2 to 3 weeks on your primary lifts, let's say the bench press is your main mass builder for your chest and triceps and things, and then you have secondary lifts that you use, you don't necessarily need to change the lift. You need to make minor adjustments to your technique, and that will actually get you through the law of accommodations and force you to readapt. And here's an example. Let's say that you grip normally with the middle fingers on the rings on your bench press. If you bring it in a couple of inches and put the pinky on the rings, or you go out to a wider grip a couple of inches, if you just change your grip width a couple of inches on each hand, what you will find is that you will bypass the law of accommodation. So every 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, especially if you have to do a weight reset, or whether you're doing wave loading, or whether you're doing undulating reps or periodization, linear or nonlinear, whatever you're doing for your system, on those main lifts, adjust it slightly. Or you can do something like simply add chains to the bars for 2 weeks to change the strength curve while keeping the grip and the technique the same, and then re-ramp up weight and progress again on that before going back. Or with something like your squats, you can do the same thing. You can just adjust your width of your stance a little bit. Or you can even change bars. If you've been doing a normal bar, switch to a cambered bar or a safety squat bar. Or if you want to get dramatic, you could switch to front squats. But the thing is, you will find is that you need to make minor variations at least every 3 weeks. And then the same with your accessory work. Change your accessories around every 2 weeks. If you, for tricep press downs, you've been using the rope for 2 weeks, switch to a V-bar. You can still keep the technique the same, the range of motion the same, just a subtle variation in the lift is enough for you to bypass and start progressing again. And so rather than make big changes or restructure your whole program and have to change it, just make these minor variations and it will help you a lot. And the example of, I'm running an advanced powerlifter program right now. I'm running the Westside Barbell Conjugate System. And the way that works, I keep a lot of my accessories the same week to week until I get sick of them. And every couple of weeks change those. But for my primary lifts, obviously you do the speed work the same week to week on waves. But for the max effort work, you max out on 3 lifts per week on this system, but you do not do the same 1-2 weeks in a row. And I will give you an example. For my bench press, 2 weeks ago, I did regular pause bench for a 2-rep max and set a PR. Then the next week, I don't flat bench at all. I do a lot of close grip pressing to maintain the flat bench strength, but I PR'd on a 3-board press. This week, I'm going to PR on a 2-board press. Then I'll probably do a 1-board, then I'll probably do a floor press, and then I will go back and flat bench for a max again. But I set a max on each of those, and you rotate through them, and it will be the same on my squats. You can rotate through box squats with chains, safety squats with change, normal free back squats, and then doing them with change. And so these minor variations is how you get past that on the program I'm on, is that you set a max lift on a different variation of the primary lift every week, and you go up to 6 weeks without repeating it again. And you rotate through them on a weekly basis, but you're still setting maxes and you're still progressing on things like your speed work because you're adding a little bit of weight every week on a 3-week wave. Because it is an undulating type system, it's conjugated periodization. But the same sort of idea can apply to your other things. Make minor variations of your primary lifts and then progress on them for a short period of time and then switch them around slightly. But you don't have to restructure your entire program or change programs. Just make those minor variations to get past that accommodation that your body has made. Alright guys, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been helpful, and I will talk to you guys next time.